Hello, everybody. We're underway here. The second game of the day between Team Germany in the white and Team Italy in the blue here at the Immaculate Training Pro Exposure Camp for 2016. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports, and I will do my best to get you caught up on the rosters and jerseys as we proceed. Running clock for most of the games with some stoppages in play, so our on-screen store, it's hard for me to get that out, on-screen scoreboard and time is not official, but we will be syncing it up with the clock in the gym. So just be aware of that. But really the idea today is to see all these pro guys. So we'll get you caught up in just a moment. Once again, Team Blue. Actually, the team in blue is actually Italy for today's event. And feed inside and score as we get caught up on our scoreboard and everything that's going on right now. The two players driving, working the ball around inside. 102, Tommy Moss gets inside, and he gets white on the board for the first time in this one. So today's event populated with a lot of players who have played overseas or looking to play overseas, and several international scouts in the building today, as both of these groups of guys are getting ready to either land a contract today or get ready for the July period, go out to Vegas or some of these other places and see some more pro scouts. So deep outside shot, no good there by Cornell Holmes, number 98. And we're going the other way. Easy look inside and finish. Blue builds a quick 4-point lead after Dominique Reed scores inside. So early on, both teams looking to try to figure out what they can do well and what their defensive sets are going to be. You can find all the rosters in the description of today's event. And we've got a foul on the outside there. Away from the basket, not a non-shooting foul. Be inbounding under the basket. Way outside to Cornell Holmes. Tommy Moss inside, over the top, bank shot, no good. Tried to bank it over the taller defender. Cross-court pass there from Christian Little, number 87, and now foul inside. That looks like it's going to be a shooting foul. It is going to stop the clock. It's going to send Marcus McDaniel to the line, number 104. And they're going 1 for 2 here, so that means that that's going to count it for 2 points. Pretty straightforward. Becoming more and more common these days to shoot 1 free throw for 2 in these type of events, both at AAU, high school, and into pro level, simply because it allows for more gameplay. You do get to see the players take a few free throws and box out and all that stuff inside, but you don't have to stop, especially with a running clock. I believe that last bucket on the other end was by Lewis Croft. So I'm trying to get everything squared away here for our rosters. The shot is good on the inside. Croft now giving the ball up to the outside there to Antonio Robinson. Robinson, a guy we broadcast in some of the pro games this season. His Holmes shot too strong off the back of the rim. Lewis Croft had a hand on it, wasn't able to corral the rebound. Stays with White, deep outside shot and good. A 3-ball. And that's going to give them the lead for the first time today. Ammar Faroug tried to feed that ball inside. Ball is knocked away, but it's going to stay on this end of the floor. It looks like we've got a sub on the floor. Unfortunately, number 66, I do not have his roster information. So I'd advise you to check out the Immaculate Training Twitter and website to get the full and updated rosters. Feed inside, slapped away, picked up by Ammar Faroug. He gets it inside, and that's no good. Moss drove inside but had nowhere to go, ends up turning the ball over, going the other way, up and no good. Rebound battle inside, that's going to draw a foul. Croft looked like he got a block, but no good. It's going to be called on, well, no good. It's going to be called a foul. There's Croft, mid-range jumper. Nice looking shot over the big man. Little Euro step there for number 87, Kristen Little, but ends up throwing the ball away. Kickback, ball slapped away momentarily, fed inside off the fingertips of Croft, but looks like it actually touched White last, so it's going to stay on this end. Deep shot on the outside, no good, misses everything. Croft with the rebound, up, scoop shot, no good, battle around inside. Antonio Robinson had a hand on it for a moment, but ultimately it ends up back in the hands here of Christian Little. Unfortunately, we're having some camera difficulties here. We've got to, I do apologize. All right, we're squared away here. There was a turnover on the other end. So both teams not having a lot of cohesion early here. Christian Little with the ball, drives, goes up and under. Croft is there, so Little passes out of it. Moving the ball around, deep outside shot, rims out. Look ahead pass to Croft and broken up. Drive inside by Marcus McDaniel, he scores. Here's Dominique Reed, gives the ball up. Nice little drive and score there. Jacob Lawson looking, finding a teammate down in the far corner. That shot rims out, no good. Rebounded by Joshua Cohen, who's now in the game. Here's Ammar Faroug. He tried to feed it inside. That ball is out. Shot no good by Ammar Faroug. Rebounded by White, going the other way now. We've already got a foul on the inside. That's tough. That's a tough call on number 81, Lewis Croft. Score by 104, Marcus McDaniel. Puts his team back in the lead, at least for the moment. Here's Antonio Robinson. Drives, finds Croft. Croft looking to whip the ball around to the opposite side. Defense recovers. No good, and White's got a chance. No chance to run here, though. No transition as Blue gets back. Christian Little pulls it out. Little stops, shoots over the top. Glances off the rim, and now going the other way. Blue with a wide open layup. Off to the backboard, too strong. We've got Marcus McDaniel here feeding the ball inside, and no good, but a foul. And that is going to stop the clock. And unfortunately, as I said before, I do not have number 66 name on my roster, so I will work to get that. But you got a chance here to go 1 for 2 and build on that lead. And that shot looked very good going through the rim. That's going to be a turnover. And we've got a timeout on the floor. So Blue's going to take a timeout. So you're watching, once again, you're watching the 2016 Immaculate Training Pro Exposure Camp here from Charlotte, North Carolina. Coming to you from Hickory Ridge High School, just north of Charlotte. Here on Netcast Sports. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports. You can follow on Twitter, Netcast Sports, at Netcast Sports, and that's about the best way you can keep up with a lot of the stuff coming up, along with the schedule on the regular website netcastsports.com. And you can see all of the broadcasts that we have coming up, both now and in the future, and on demand. A lot of basketball. We've got some football coming up later in July. And lots of other really, really good stuff. Got some great stuff that you should check out. We also talk about that a little bit on the podcast from week to week, about where we talk about the broadcast and what's coming up. So definitely check out netcastsports.com. And we'll be back in action momentarily here at the Immaculate Training Pro Exposure Camp. So neither team really establishing control. If I had to give one team momentum right now, it would be White, also known as Team Germany. And there they've got another rebound, a chance to build on that lead. They trailed early. Now they've built a 3-point lead and a chance to move out in front a little farther. Cornell Holmes decided to pass on that shot. Good ball movement. Ultimately ends in the hands of Christian Little, who drops a 3. And just like that, White has established control here in the first half. There's Croft moving the ball around. He does a good job moving the ball and swinging the ball to the other side. It ends up in the hands of Joshua Cohen. But stolen, and once again, here's White with a run out. Croft chasing, and it looked like he wanted to dunk that down. Christian Little got up. Croft was trailing, would have probably got a clean look at that block. And Little ended up just taking the foul. And he's going to the line here. Clock stopped. Unfortunately, unable to capitalize, and that's the tough part about a 1-for-2 situation with the free throws in these pro exposure camps, is that you miss your shot. You give up 2 points, but that's the way it goes. Joshua Cohen now 1-on-1, driving, momentary double team. Secondary defender drops away to pick up Croft on the inside. Battle and rebound by Christian Little. Christian Little really coming on here in the last couple of minutes. Picked up in the backcourt, but fouled by Phillip Archer, I believe. So here's a Little getting the ball back. Deep outside shot. No good. You can see that that dotted 3-point line on the floor is put down for today's event because it's a pro 3-point line. Feed inside. Good pace. Good patience and finish. And that's going to help Blues' cause as they went on a little bit of a drought there without getting any points. But they're still right in this, only down by 4. Nice little deep shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. That is a hard shot to guard from a big man like that. Croft looking to swing the ball again. Nobody there. Gives it up to the guard, sets a pick. And that shot is good by Ammar Faroug. And another 3-ball, and in the blink of an eye and 2 quick possessions, Blue has cut that lead back down to 3. Once again, Christian Little working around the perimeter, wants to give the ball up. And there's another foul on Croft on the inside. So just over 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. And we've got both teams kind of battling for control. White's held that lead now for a good portion of the first half after trailing early. Feed inside, good cut and finish. And I believe that was Jacob Lawson, the 6'7" forward, who caught and finished on the inside. But just like that, Blue gets right back. So a quick bang-bang possession both ways. And nobody seizes any kind of control other than the fact that White still maintains that 3-point lead. Dish off and a foul. And Blue has a chance to go to the line. Once again, we got that 1-for-2 situation, which could be effective in cutting into that lead right here. But unable to convert. So we've got a side out here. Clock continuing to run under 2 minutes here in the first half. 26-23 in favor of the White. Outside shot, no good. Rebound, no good. Ball knocked out, chased down by Cornell Holmes and saved. And White will keep the possession. Tommy Moss gives the ball outside to Marcus McDaniel. McDaniel goes inside to Lawson, and Lawson is fouled, and that will stop the clock. And they're going to say that's not a shooting foul. Quick shot there from Tommy Moss. Gets his own rebound, goes back with it, goes back up again, and that time, two times, no good for Tommy Moss. Here we are once again. White quickly scooping the ball up off the floor, and they get themselves back to the free throw line. So White winning the hustle plays here. Even with that play we just saw a moment ago with Tommy Moss, you know, he wasn't able to capitalize on getting two quick shots, but he got to the ball and got his own rebound. And you know, those plays tend to be cumulative. They tend to work in your favor over the course of time. Unfortunately, another empty trip there. Big block on the inside, and White going back the other way now. Feed up Lawson. Good footwork on the inside, and that's going to be goaltending. It looked great, but it won't count. I think Lawson probably thinking his shot would have gone down anyway. We got a quick bucket on the other end now. Just like that, Blue cuts it to 1. About half a minute left here in the first half. Teams working it around. A tight one in this one. And so both teams are going to talk it over at the half and figure out what they want to come out and see what they did right in the first half and what they could do a little better. I think both teams have a lot of things that they can work on to come back out in the second half and sort of, I think they see some positive stuff that's worked for them, and they got a lot of stuff that they could probably try. Big 3-ball on the outside, rattles in with 9.1 left on the clock. And just like that, Blue takes the lead right before the half, but then White comes back with a little alley to Lawson. And we are going to end all knotted up, 28-all here at the half. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We got some audio trouble there at the beginning. I think we've got to get everything caught back up here. So we will do our best. All right, looks like we are close to being caught up with everything, all the action. It's basically White scored quickly out of the half, and now they're up by 2. Blue with a steal. Of course, we've changed ends. It's going to be a foul. Lawson thought he got it, but unfortunately he did not. And that's going to send Ammar Faroug to the line. And he quickly makes it count. And that, I believe, was a 2-ball. Waiting to see from the referee here. He's telling me it's a 3. So Blue working the ball around. They tied it up just last possession, and now here's a nice little mid-range, good movement, finding a space in there, catching and just turning and releasing that shot very easily. And that's Dominique Reed with that last shot. Reed now guarding on the inside, 6'6". Reed has great size. Good block there by Reed, great defense. Catches the inbound from a teammate, and we're going the other way. Down by 1, Blue. Like to make something count. Deep outside shot. No good. And there's Reed scrambling for the rebound, gets a hand on it, isn't able to corral it, but does a good job of kind of directing the ball out. So Antonio Robinson was able to pick it up. Now Robinson driving, gets into traffic, kicks it back out to Reed. Reed shovels it back to Ammar Faroug. Faroug tries to go inside now. Dominique Reed once again showing that mid-range. He really owns that free throw line area right now. And he's got a great looking high release on that stroke. Looks like a bankable skill that he's got that he can bring to the game. And that puts his team back up by 1. Drive, feed over the top, shot good. And we got a back and forth affair at the moment. As both teams trading the lead. Oh, and that is going to be a charging foul. Got some disagreement over here to the right about that call. Ball slapped away, and it's going the other direction. Antonio Robinson went up to get that rebound and was slapped out of his hands. But White touched it last. Reed comes up to set the pick. Ball over to Joshua Cohen. Cohen driving, wants to go over the top, and does find Lewis Croft. And that was a nice little two-man play. Once again, Blue now with the turnover. Inside, Reed. He went up for the dunk, but defense was there, so he adjusted in midair, and you have to like that. Oh, nice looking shot. Nothing but the bottom of the bucket, and that cuts the lead back to 1. And here's Robinson. Robinson with a little stutter step drive. Robinson has great size as a point guard at 6'4". I remember see him play at Parkland High School years ago, and then on to East Carolina. And now he's just finished up his first pro season, and then played a couple of other pro gigs before coming down here. And another 3-ball on the outside, and White using that deep shot to take the lead back and put 6 quick ones on the board. Now up by 2. There's Joshua Cohen driving. Cross-court pass. Shot too strong, rimmed out. Battle inside. Everybody going up after it. Finally corralled by Christian Little way out on the perimeter. Marcus McDaniel with another 3-ball. And all of a sudden, we've got a Splash Brothers-like performance going on White in the last few minutes. They're just draining the 3. And it's really hard to defend a team that starts shooting that deep shot effectively. It can be very demoralizing to try to defend that. Here's Robinson. Feed inside to Croft. And I apologize, Kraft. We've got a foul, and we've got Tommy Moss coming back in. So White holding on to that 3-point lead now still. About 11.5 left to play in this one. Game number 2 here. Team Germany in the white. Team Italy in the blue. Here at the 2016 Immaculate Training Pro Exposure Camp in Charlotte, North Carolina. Joshua Cohen finds a cutting Lewis Kraft. Big block on the inside, though Kraft unable to finish. Defense adjusted. Good ball movement here by White. Inside to Lawson. Lawson wants to work. Goes over the top. Scoop shot. No good. Or hook shot. Drive. And just a teardrop. And that shot unfortunately hits nothing. You can hear the guys yelling short as soon as the ball left his hand. Ammar Faroug running the point. Drives, kicks it back to Reed. Reed, again, Reed doing work there at that mid-range. And he's been extremely effective there. And he pulls his team back within a 1-point deficit. Scramble for the ball, corralled by Cornell Holmes. And the referee says, nope, it's going to stay with White. Thought for a moment there it was going to go over to blue, but that is not the case. Christian Noodle now checking into the game for White. And another bucket. White has been able to maintain their composure. At that time, they don't get back. And those will kill you. Those are costly defensive lapses. And blue takes advantage. About 9.5 left to play in this one. And we got a foul on the inside. Clock continuing to run. There are only a few instances where there will be stoppages in play. I think some of the shooting fouls, and then under 2 minutes sometimes they'll stop it. But depending on time during the day, they sometimes adjust that. We just go with the flow. Fake by McDaniel. Drive, scoop shot. Good. A little James Harden-esque move there by McDaniel. He puts his man on skates. Cohen looking, wants to feed it inside. Defense covered up Reed. Now here's Kraft. Over to Robinson. Robinson driving, stays with his right hand, kicks it back to Reed. Reed can hit from there. That time he misses. One of the first time, maybe the first time I've seen him miss in a good while from right there. Did have a man in his face, but he's been money from that area right there. I wouldn't count against him very many times. Wraparound pass from Reed to Kraft. Kraft unable to handle it. Looked like it was maybe not right in his hands. And we're going back over to White. Crossover, kicks it back outside. Deep outside shot is good for Cornell Holmes, number 98. That three ball continuing to be magic right now for Team White. Nobody there, but good recovery and block. Joshua Cohen now running the point. Drives, defense catches up to him. He keeps his dribble alive. Outside to Robinson. Robinson goes inside to Reed. Ball slapped away momentarily. Reed looking to post up. Nope, kicks it back outside. Deep shot, no good. Corralled by Robinson. He'll take a deep shot. I think his foot might have been onside. Nope, they're going to count that as a three. So Antonio Robinson with a much-needed three from blue cuts the lead down to 3. Now Tommy Moss running the point. That shot kind of flat on the jumper there. No good. Now Robinson got some space. Defense recovers. He finds Reed, and they're going to call a foul on Tommy Moss. That's not going to be a shooting foul, I don't believe. Yep, they're going to inbound that over here beside, just in front of their bench. Ammar Faroug back to Reed. Reed loves that area, at least he has today. Defense starting to adjust for him. There's Kraft inside, and he draws the foul. And they've kind of been overlooking Kraft, and I think that's a mistake. They've probably got to more consistently try to go to him on the inside there. He's had to go after the ball and try to grab rebounds in order to get his shot here in the second half. And early in the first half, they were going and running plays directly for him, and I think that's probably something they should go back to a little bit. Unfortunately, Kraft unable to convert at the line. Now going the other way. Moss, big block by Kraft. Going the other way now, Blue. Still down by 3. That was an ugly-looking shot coming off his wrist, but it works. It goes down. And Blue cuts the lead to 1. So unorthodox shot or not, they'll take the bucket. Inside. Big post matchup here. Kick outside. Defender was falling away to help inside. The shot no good. Wide open trailer, and they're going to call a foul. That looked pretty clean. And that's going to be a shooting foul. So we will stop the clock. And that foul is going to go against Tommy Moss. I don't believe they have to worry too much about fouling out today. Cumulative fouls. Normally in a pro event like this, it's not too much of a concern. Sends Joshua Cohen to the line. His shot bounces around and in. And effectively, that gives his team a 1-point lead now with the 2-for-1 situation. So now Tommy Moss, number 102, running the point. Feeds it inside. Ball slapped away, and I don't know exactly who that shot is going to go against, or that call, but I don't believe that's a shooting foul. Well, they are saying it's a shooting foul. As the clock continued to run, I was unclear as to the repercussions. But they're saying he went into his shooting motion, so they're going to count that as a shooting foul. He's got a chance here. He's done very well at the line today and showed a very nice shooting touch. And if the trend continues, he's going to add a couple more right here. That's exactly what he does. So we've got a timeout on the floor. They're going to talk things over with about a little over 5 minutes left here in the game. We're going to step away for just a moment. Here on Netcast Sports, you're watching the 2016 Immaculate Training Pro Exposure Camp from Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, we're back in action for the last 5 minutes here, 55-54, with the White in the lead by 1 point. Neither team really being able to establish control. Every time one team gets the lead or starts to look like they're going to pull away, the other team cuts right back into it, and no team is led by more than, I think, 6 at one point, and that's a falling away shot there. But it's good. And as I was talking about trading baskets and trading the lead, Blue goes right back in front. Now here's Moss on the outside shot, no good. That shot looked really nice, coming off the big man's wrist there. And he is definitely a player. And I see several scouts very interested in him already. That shot misses everything. White, for the moment, White up by 1. 1 point lead and the ball. Moss gets it over to Little. Little drives, throws it up from his hip. Thinks he got the foul, but nothing was called. Now with Blue. Faroug over to Kraft. Kraft sets the pick. Now here's Robinson. Antonio Robinson. Little one-on-one isolation. Goes right then left, pulls it up, ball rolls out of the rim. And White going back the other way. So once again, White with that 1 point lead, and now with the ball once again. 3:33 left to play. Inside finds Lawson. That's probably another thing that White needs to do a little bit more of, is find Jacob Lawson on the inside, as they have not gone into him often enough. And he's done good work inside there, the 6'7" forward. Here's Kraft. Kraft looking to set a pick and pull his defender out of the lane. But unfortunately for Blue, those shots are just not falling consistently. Now White with a 3-point lead in the ball with under 3 minutes left to play. Here's Lawson. Lawson driving. Kicks it up outside, working the ball around. Now Blue with the turnover. Look ahead, they can take an advantage here. I think his foot was on the line. That would not have counted for 3. Oh, big block by Lewis Kraft. And no foul. That was a clean block. Great timing. He's shown some very good timing, especially on those chase down blocks. And something that you must know about basketball is that good timing translates to every level. So if you have good timing in high school, good timing in college, you're going to have good timing in the pros, whether it be rebounding or shot blocking. All it really depends is can you get the strength and everything to play at those different levels, but timing translates. And that time, Kraft not able to get to it, and he draws the foul. That's going to stop the clock with 1:56 left. It's going to send White to the line, and specifically Tommy Moss. Moss's shot no good, rebounded by Kraft. Faroug over to Kraft. Kraft stops. And they said that was going to be a 2 if it had gone. There's Robinson picking up McDaniel at about half court. Lawson setting a pick for McDaniel. McDaniel not able to free himself from Robinson. Kicks it back. That shot rims out. And that's going to be a foul, I think, on Lawson. So we've got a really tight one here. About a minute and a half, a little bit less, minute and a quarter left here. Robinson. Blue would really like to get something going here on this possession. They don't have a lot of time. A little shake and bake, but he can't make it work. Rebound, though. There's Robinson. Robinson throws it up, draws the foul. And I believe that would have been a 3 ball. So is this going to be 1 for 3? They're holding up 3 fingers, which would be awesome if it's a 1 shot for 3. It would be awesome if he can hit it for Blue. And he cannot. Unfortunate for Antonio Robinson. Very fortunate for Team White. Ball around. McDaniel, deep 3 ball, and it's all for nothing as McDaniel continues to show that deep stroke. It's worked so well for him today. And just like that, They're going to give him 2 on that, I think. But either way, up by 4 now. Kraft over to Robinson. Robinson driving to his left. Ball slapped away, but corralled, and Blue still has it. And that's going to be a foul. Another stoppage of the clock with 27.4. 61-56. Blue once again at the line. Once again here. Now this is a 1 for 2. So opportunities here for Blue, a.k.a. Team Italy, and they take advantage of that one. So 26 seconds now. 3-point lead. Team White basically can just dribble this out. So Blue's got to force the issue. Will they foul or defend? Looks like they're choosing to defend. Lawson just waits on it. And with 5.6 on the clock, Lawson will be going to the line. So this is tough here if he hits this. If he misses it, it's great for Blue. If they can grab that rebound and race down. They've got enough time to get off a shot. And he does miss it, and they do not get the rebound. And they are forced to foul. And this is not the guy you want on the line, I don't believe. And he does miss it. And they still Lawson with the rebound. Now he's going back to the line, and just White's got all the opportunities here, even though they've had an uncharacteristic sudden aberration at the free throw line. Lawson can put it away and does, and I think that is going to do it. They're going to roll it in, but that's going to wrap it up. So anyway, that's game 2 in the books. 63-58. Team White wins it, a.k.a. Team Germany.